This is Fandom Apocalypse.
I'm Fifi.
And I'm Maya.
My name isn't really Fifi.
And today, we are going to do a video for the Potterheads, when we talk about
the flaws of Wizarding Society.
So we're just basically going to be talking about them and how they work and how they don't work would be a better way to say that. So go! Flaw number one.
Their economy.
Where does it come from?
Does Gringotts just like keep printing money or like making coins?
I have no idea.
Because
that's not good. And then do they
inflation.
participate in like international wizarding trade, and what do they trade?
Well, I'm sure they trade like dragon skin and whatnot.
But with who? Like, wouldn't like Wizarding France already have dragon skin?
No.
Why not?
It's like saying all normal people have everything.
I guess that makes sense.
Jobs in the wizarding world are pretty
Scarce.
yeah. Like, what are our options? Hogwarts professor, ministry, shops in Diagon Alley.
Healer? I guess you could work in a shop in Diagon Alley. Like, what's your
Yes.
face? Verity.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Weasleys, Wizard Weezes.
They don't need like plumbers or anything because they just fix that with their household
That's
charms.
true. That's a good point. They don't need any, like, classic blue-collar jobs.
Oh yeah, and they don't need like factory workers either because wands.
Whoa! Seriously puts, like, a limit on
Yeah,
the
so
job.
you need like skilled artisans and smart people. What are the non-skilled and non-smart people gonna do?
Exactly.
They're gonna have to go and get muggle jobs.
Like
be
Ron's
shot.
uncle.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
An accountant.
An accountant. That's sort of tied into the economy one. So flaw number two.
They're racist against house elves.
That is an issue that is actually discussed in the book, so we're just gonna call.
Flaw number 3.
We're just talking about this.
Okay.
What was it?
Um,
I totally blanked.
we were talking about this a second ago.
Yeah, we were. was it?
Maybe we weren't talking about this a second ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Going back to that other point, you can also
Oh, they
get
mooch
Quidditch
off
player.
of Muggle food.
They do.
They mooch off. They don't. Apparently, they don't have farmers. As far as we know, they don't have farmers of the sort. They just buy our food, I guess, right? Because according to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration, you can't conjure food. So
Which
that's not fair.
They're hoarding our stuff and they're not giving anything back.
Oh, we were talking about the wizard diseases thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I bet that wizards like can cure cancer and stuff, but they don't tell the muggles how to do that.
I don't know about that. Because I don't think wizards have to deal with cancer.
Well, I'm sure they have.
And they have their, like, wizarding diseases, right? Like, they have their, like, dragon pox or whatever. And then didn't Malfoy's grandfather die of dragon pox?
Yeah.
They weren't able to
Abraxas
cure it
Malfoy.
or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they don't have cancer, so they don't need to deal with curing it. So then it's not
I
an
mean,
issue.
they're humans though. They should have cancer.
They're not humans, though.
They are.
They live longer, for one thing.
They're
like,
humans with a
significantly
mutation in
longer.
their blood.
Yeah, exactly. So that makes them different in a way. Like apparently they live significantly longer. They have different diseases. So then that makes them like different in their like health systems in their bodies or whatever.
Yeah, so you think that because they have wizard blood, they are immune to cancer?
Yeah, I think because they have wizard blood, they're immune to cancer. At least the normal
Well,
Muggle
what we do
humankind.
know is that they probably are not exposed to as much radiation because they don't use technology.
That's a fact.
Which brings us to our next point, their lack of technology.
The question, would Muggles or wizards win in a war, is totally overlooked because people just assume that, oh, wizards would win because in the book they're like so obviously stamping on the Muggle community. But the fact is that if
We got nukes.
if we knew about wizards and we knew there was a war going on between Muggles and wizards, we would have them in like a second. Salem witch trials, which is super just the saddest thing ever. But when Muggles thought there was witchcraft, they were like on it in a second, and it was just crazy. So if it was like wizards versus Muggles, then, you know...
Okay, but in like Harry Potter canon, the witches and wizards that were caught in the Salem witch trials, they just like survived by casting a spell, so they were immune to flames.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe not, but I'm sure they don't know how to deal with like atomic bombs.
I'm
and
pretty sure
guns.
they don't know how to deal with like guns and stuff. That's
Unless they just Cast a giant repello muggle tum and then we're doomed.
Yeah, but that's another thing where we don't realize that wizards stuff is happening. If we knew what was happening, we would be on top of our game.
Yeah. But even in like a not war sense, wizard technology is pretty primitive. Like they use parchment and quills.
Yeah, I don't understand why they can't use pens.
Pens don't involve like electricity.
Like they can just use a pen and a paper. I don't get it. There are methods of sending a letter. They have to send it to an owl and wait for days to get it.
Well,
right?
Yeah, but they can't use email.
Our technology just extremely beats it. In a way, we have magic. We just click a button and then a person across the world has what we have to say.
Well, I mean, you could send those little like Patronus messages.
Yeah, but apparently that's supposed to be really advanced magic, right?
Oh yeah, and they don't teach things.
So not
at
everybody
Hogwarts,
can do
you
that.
know? They don't teach how to like heal or clean anything up.
Which is another good point, right? The only thing they taught to the students at Hogwarts apparently was like
how to make pineapples dance.
and like what stupefy, impedimenta, and expelliarmus are the only spells that like Harry Potter ever uses ever. This is a sad video. I don't like criticizing Harry Potter.
It's okay. It's okay. Maybe like wizards are meant to be, you know, not advanced.
What does that mean?
Well, they have magic, which means their problems are pretty much solved, which means no progress because they don't have anything to progress.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see what you mean. But still, like, does nobody think, hey, it would be nicer if I could get these letters a little faster?
Charm your owl.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so
We did have another topic to discuss about inter-house unity and how that should be encouraged. But we'll get to that another time.
leave your comments below and tell us what you think on Wizarding Society.
And for the record, this was not meant to be a criticism. It was just meant to initiate like a discussion of, I guess, a comparison between Wizard Society and Muggle Society.
We have included in the description box a song by Hank Green of the Vlog Brothers. It's called Open Letter to the Wizards, which kind of relates to our video.
Yeah, so check that out and let us know what you think.